All right, welcome back, family. This is episode 3 of Let's Argue, the only show where arguing is not just allowed, but guess what? It's a game plan. You know me, I'm Libza, still buzzing from Messi's farewell in Argentina, but I'm not alone.
Yeah, sure. Tivo Lava Ultra. Welcome to Let's Argue. We're here to get down to it. Bafana were playing earlier today. There's a lot of international football gonna get underway this weekend. Let's get to it.
Hey, Bafana is still playing. I was watching it right now.
Yeah.
Um, uh, I'm sitting with my wife. We're chilling. We're watching Bafana, and they keep scoring. It just reminded
Yeah.
me of back in the day when my wife and I would watch Bafana, and they were abaluza. So
Aish.
it's actually nice to watch them scoring more than 2 goals because they're currently leading 3-0 versus Lesotho. So really, 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 really great. Speaking
Yeah.
about 3-0, most of the common ball what you call
World Cup
teams,
qualifiers.
they
hmm
they won by the score of 3-0. It seems like this week is a 3-0 tapa score week. Yeah,
It's been a goal fest. Yeah.
definitely a goal fest. In terms of our hot takes today, guys, you saw Brazil, Ancelotti bringing his Real Madrid, dust to Brazil, and now it's shining and shining without some of the big stars, eh?
Yeah. Hey, look, Ancelotti has has started off well. Uh, 3 wins from 3 games, and he's maintained a clean sheet in all those 3 games. So, this time around, he did not call up the Real Madrid players. I think he gave an opportunity to other players from other different teams and different leagues. And I think what he's trying to do is create competition for the shirt. And so far, I think everything is going very well. 3 games, 3 wins. You can't ask for more than that.
Hey, Mara, Chile has gone down, eh? Remember when Chile even won the competition back in the day? They not the World Cup, but they won the Copa America, you know?
Yeah, actually, I do remember when they won 2 Copa Americas in a row against what? I think it was against Argentina. Yes. Yeah,
Against
the Argentina that was
Argentina.
the Argentina that was led by Lionel Messi. Ne? Yeah, I
Yeah,
think.
they were
Yeah,
very
yeah,
good.
yeah,
And
yeah.
maybe it was their golden age, I'm sure, at that time, eh? Sure
It definitely was.
it was their
Yeah,
golden age. And then obviously
yeah,
Messi's last home game, emotional scenes, basically the whole team working to get him to also score goals, and he did so by
yes.
scoring two.
Yeah, he scored a
Basically,
brace.
the greatest to ever play the game, playing his last home game.
Yeah, well, I think all the Messi fans would have been happy with that performance from yesterday. It was a bit of a somber moment in the beginning before the match kicked off because there was this whole idea that that would have been Lionel Messi's last home game.
Mm.
I certainly hope not, because definitely Messi is one of the best footballers in history, and hopefully after the 2026 World Cup, they will either give him an opportunity to play at least one more game or a testimonial game for Argentina. Yeah, but
No,
definitely a great result from Argentina. They keep on moving up the gears and scoring a lot of goals.
no. It's really great to see from the world champions because usually world champions usually tail off, after they win a World Cup,
hmm
But Argentina still seems as though that they can still put up a challenge next year versus the big European giants, just to
Oh,
go ahead
definitely.
and compete, maybe especially for the last 4 places within the 2026 World Cup. So I think just coming from Argentina, I mean from the common ball, you can just see that Brazil, Argentina are definitely going to give the European teams a run for their money if they are to obviously have a chance to win this World Cup. But if you look at Colombia, your boy there from your former Real Madrid player,
King
putting
James.
again an amazing masterclass, is currently leading with assists in the common
hmm
ball. So, I don't know what's up with this guy. Is it that he just likes, playing in places where he doesn't have pressure or where he's loved, you know? Because
Yeah.
once you put him in a team that needs him to perform like Real Madrid, then he's not consistent.
Okay. What I will say is that James Rodriguez for Colombia has performed very, very well. I think
Mm.
from the 2014 World Cup right up until this moment, of course, he's had a career that had, turbulent moments. But I think right now, he's definitely on, can I say, his last call. This is the last.
Yeah.
This is literally the last call because I don't see that he will make it to the next World Cup after this. And when he puts on the Colombia shirt, he really, 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 really gives his best performances. 5 assists. He's leading in the CONMEBOL World Cup qualifiers. Um,
Hmm.
he's an integral part of that Colombia team and any aspirations that they have to compete or to challenge for top honors in any competition. With regards to Real Madrid, I don't know, hey. I think everyone is entitled to their own opinion, but I remember James Rodriguez winning 2 Champions Leagues in a row. I don't know about you, but I think
I like how you when you talk about Real Madrid and we're arguing against a former player, then you
yes.
just add that they won the Champions League, even if they were not the main player to make them win the Champions League. It's like
I
it's like
mean,
it's like look, Inglorious Bastard won an Oscar, but I'm sure we're not giving everyone the Oscar. There's some that didn't play their part, as like SS Landa when you and I spoke the other day. So
okay,
please, man.
okay, okay, but
So James was
we must
good, but
also.
he did not live up to it.
Okay, you're absolutely right. But we must also take into account, different factors like he did contribute with goals, he did contribute with assists. Yes, he was not in the starting 11, and that was solely because of a Spanish guy called Isco.
Yeah, but remember, contributing in Real Madrid is not what they hired you for. They want you to dominate in your position. So contributing, please, that Xavi from Barcelona or Iniesta, they'll contribute with goals, but that's not their job. Their job is to own the midfield. James Rodriguez was hired for his goals and his assists, you know? But anyway,
Yeah, okay, okay. I'll let you have that one. But what I will say is that James Rodriguez did contribute, and he was there for 2 Champions League wins in a row.
yeah, when basically FIFA was yeah, it was not a World Cup year. I don't want to say anything wrong
I
about
mean,
FIFA. FIFA, we
I
love
mean,
you.
I mean, James Rodriguez is not like a Victor Valdez. He's not like a below par type of player. Who is surrounded
Ooh,
by quality players, and you know what? They actually do all the work. I mean, he would get on the pitch and he would contribute with goals and assists, and you
mm.
can't take that away from him. Was he in the
No,
starting
no, no.
11?
When,
No.
when he was on form, he was on form. But the problem is, it was just like a roller coaster. You didn't know how long he'd be on form for. But wait, let's move from him to
No
another
problem.
man who also is a bit weird when it comes to what you call this thing, club
Hmm.
football in the EPL. But then when it
Hmm.
comes to representing his national team, he then becomes like unstoppable.
Who's this now?
Darwin Nunes.
Oh, Darwin Nunes, ne? Yeah,
Uruguay also won 3-0.
yes, yes. Uruguay are also on an upturn, and when Darwin Nunes puts on the Uruguay shirt, yeah, he
Yeah.
really, he really puts on his best football. You know, I
He
think
becomes a different beast, man.
Yeah, I think that has happened. In football, there are some players that when they play for their clubs, they are world
Yeah.
class. They are unplayable almost. And then when they
Yeah.
play for the national team, they really cannot reproduce that kind of form, and vice versa. We've seen this many times. Case in point, a player like Guillermo Ochoa. I think he's the
Yeah.
Mexico goalkeeper. Now at club
Mm.
level, you will never really rate him or put him alongside one of the best goalkeepers to ever, dawn on the pitch. But when it's time for Mexico to participate in either a World Cup or a Copa America or a CONCACAF tournament, he
Hmm.
always brings his A game. He
Yeah.
always he always comes, to the fore with 10 out of 10 performances. So
Nice.
yeah, this thing is
We
really
have a
unexpected.
comment. We have a
Oh,
comment,
okay.
man. From Lesijo Silika was popping, saying League of Extraordinary Men. That's it.
Hey,
That's
yay.
it. We are
Yeah,
not
that's it right there.
ordinary. All right, so
Yeah, that's
check.
it right there.
Darwin Nunes aside, let's move away from him. In terms of the standings there in South America, Argentina are currently 10 points ahead of second place Brazil. Utini
Yes.
Lapo. Hmm?
Argentina have been imperious ever since
Oh.
they won the Copa America. I think this was before the 2022 World Cup. Was it in
Because they've won
2020
the
or
Copa
20?
America in Itinabo twice in a row now.
Yes, yes. They won a Copa America. They won a World Cup and another Copa America. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Now
kudos
another
to
World Cup. You
Argentina.
see, now another World Cup. So it's like Copa America, World Cup, Copa America, World Cup. Yeah. Anyway.
It's yet to be seen, you know. But definitely, Argentina have been in imperious form. They are not taking any prisoners. The last time they played Brazil, it really was a night to forget for the Brazilian faithful, the Brazilian national team, the Brazilian team. I don't think they've suffered a defeat like that in a long
Mm.
time, or maybe since the 2014 semi-final World Cup. You know, when Germany literally took them to
Yes.
school. But definitely Argentina, kudos to them. From top to bottom, I think they are perfect. They have all the tools to not only challenge for the World Cup, but to actually retain it in style. Kudos to
And
Argentina.
and I think it's working for Messi and to actually play in America where he doesn't really maybe get a big of a hard challenge on his body. Um, uh, but obviously, he still needs to work out and keep extremely fit and competitive, so that when he plays games like these, obviously, where then he can obviously put on a show. So
Oh,
he'll probably
oh yeah,
be
definitely.
fit. He'll probably be very fit for 2026 World Cup.
Oh yeah, definitely. I agree with you. Plus, we must also take into account that the MLS are really doing him and Inter Miami a lot of favors. Hey, I mean, if you saw the
Oh,
last League Cup final that they played,
oh.
they etched their name on the trophy before the game even started. But definitely, his time in MLS, I think, will be good for Argentina because it doesn't look like he really has to lift the finger there in the MLS. He just needs to show up. You know, the fans
So
need to see that,
imagine
hey,
him
Lionel
and
Messi is on the
DePaul.
pitch.
Imagine
Pardon?
him and DePaul now playing every day together. It's going to make it so easier for them when they're now playing in the national team.
But can I ask you this question?
Yeah.
Does Rodrigo de Paul actually play football, or is he just there to be Messi's bodyguard?
Ah, ah, ah.
Yeah,
I sense a bit of jealousy from you, but it's all right.
none
It's all right,
whatsoever.
man.
None
But your
whatsoever.
man James Rodriguez is leading with 5 assists.
Hmm.
But if we move away from the common ball a little bit,
Yes.
um, let's check some of the games that happened in Europe. I know that in Europe we had like Germany losing badly
Whoa.
um, to Slovakia. Yeah.
Yes. I don't think Julian Nagelsmann is able to get a tune out of this Germany team. Um,
Yeah.
I know maybe after the last stint with the previous coach, they maybe tried to go in a different direction.
Mm-hmm.
And I think ever since Germany got eliminated from the Euro tournament, it's been downhill. I know
Yeah.
Julian Nagelsmann has been trying different systems, different formation, even different personnel, trying to give other people an opportunity to maybe show what they can do for their national team. But overall, I
Yeah.
don't think that Julian Nagelsmann is the guy to take this group of Germany players forward. So far, it actually looks like now they're regressing more than progressing.
Most Germans are now saying maybe we need to bring back Flick. You know,
Hansi Flick.
yeah, they must leave Flick in Barcelona. Now they want to bring him back. So that they
Yeah,
can.
yeah.
But they must just leave. Flick.
I, I don't see Juan Laporta letting Hansi Flick go anytime soon.
No, no, no. Flick is not going. He also wants to achieve something before he goes. Remember, his name was tarnished a bit when he was let go from the German team, right? When
Yes,
he couldn't
definitely.
qualify for the round of 16 for
Yes,
a World Cup. So I think
yes.
that's why even when he was hired, he was unemployed, you see. So, and it was a
Of which
thing
is
of
normal,
only a
right?
word. No, but with coaches sometimes they can want you while you are somewhere else, especially when it's those teams like Real Madrid and Barca. They can take a coach that is in contract.
Yeah.
But what's nice is that he now has an opportunity to prove that that was a blip, you see. And last season was nearly his opportunity to close it off with the Champions League. But yeah, we don't want him to go back. Northern Ireland, yeah, they won 3-1 versus Luxembourg. Yeah, these are the
Hmm.
teams that Cristiano Ronaldo just scores 100 against. Like, who wouldn't? Who wouldn't? Luxembourg. You can even hear you can
Yeah,
even
yeah,
hear in
you,
the
eh.
name that this country is a factory country. Basically, everybody knows each other. And the
Yeah,
person who's a striker also works in the butchery. The person
yeah,
who's a
yeah, yeah, yeah,
midfielder also works at
yeah,
the bottle store. And the
yeah.
kit is actually made by the aunt who bakes cookies. Basically,
Yeah.
like really, these guys'
Okay.
full-time job is not soccer.
Yeah, 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 yeah. They full-time jobs. They work in a call center. Yeah,
You
yeah. No, not,
understand?
not football. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
maybe that's unfair, but yeah, Northern Ireland got the job done. I think that's the most important thing.
And then
Um.
Turkey seem to produce amazing footballers. I don't know what it is about Turkey that they can't turn those footballers into a world-beating team because they've always just had skillful players, people who actually know how to play football. But I just don't know
Mhm.
why they can't just take it over the line. But they won 3-2 versus
Mhm.
Georgia. And
Mhm.
then obviously Amin Lamal, back with his boy Nico Williams, ruling
Mhm.
the wings of Spain. They went ahead and got a 3-0 versus Bulgaria. Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yes. Yes.
that's played by Lamin, basically just coming into the national team setup and doing exactly what he's been doing for Barca. So really great to see him do that, creating so much space and supplying, just amazing what you call first assists before the real assist. So yeah, no, really, really, really good game. And Pedri, obviously, it's not that I'm just talking about Barcelona players, but I'm just talking about the guys that made a difference in the game.
Wait. Sorry. I'm sorry. I know we're on a roll now, but I just need you to clarify that part. A first assist before the real assist. What is that? That sounds like something Messi fans came up with.
I knew you were stuck there because look, there is um there is something in football that we call if you or not in football in basketball that we call a layup. You see, not a layup.
Okay.
What you call this thing? Um, alley hoop. Alley hoop is
Uh huh.
basically throwing it close to the hoop for you to dunk. But the assist can happen with someone passing you before you do the alley hoop. Basically, throws to me as I'm about to act like I'm dunking, then I throw it into the SOU dunk. So now
Oh.
Messi understands sports holistically. You understand? So he understands and uses all of them into one because you don't have to pass the ball that Haaland taps in. You can go ahead and pass the
Yeah,
ball
yeah, yeah.
that allows Doku to pass Haaland. This I'm explaining so that Shahid, who's listening, can understand also.
Okay. Yeah. I feel like it's a lot for me to comprehend. So just bear with me. We're gonna need some time just to process all of this. Okay.
Ah man, you know what? You know what? We're getting more comments right here. Finally, a football panel that talks like the rest of us doing Kasi, no filters, just vibe and facts. Big ups, let's argue crew. All a label Sundowns fan 9-7. Sir, 9-7. All right, so check. We're gonna leave the Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo debate because
Okay.
obviously FIFA World Cup it was closed. Anyway, so Bafana today are obviously playing Lesotho.
Yes.
Lesotho, obviously, it should be an easy match. As I said, I was watching it. We were 3-0 up. Come on, Lesotho comes to us to come shop for milk. You know, they come to our checkers. So really, would we give them the strong milk to build their bones? Never. Would we give them the right soccer boots? Because they have to come out of their country. They don't have their own board, like what you call this thing. They don't have like the ocean. So where do they buy stuff? They buy them from us, right?
Yeah,
So
Crystal.
would we sell you soccer boots that will make you beat us? Never. We'll send you the eggs that Pirates crushed on the line of
Yo, yo,
Sundowns.
yo, 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 yo. Hey, I just want to say I'm not responsible for anything that you are saying, ne? Yeah,
Yeah, no,
but
no, no. Even me, I'm not responsible, bruh. It is the argue
yeah,
that is
yeah,
in
yeah,
me,
yeah,
that is
yeah,
taken out. So look, and then we
yeah,
got Morocco versus Niger. I think Morocco is another team that obviously has an opportunity in the AFCON to
yeah.
win
Mm-hmm.
the competition.
Yes,
And then
definitely.
Senegal versus Sudan. Senegal obviously be looking like the stronger team there, but the Sudanese are also coming. If the wars would stop in Sudan, you know, then my Sudanese brother could actually become an amazing team because they're just such a strong African brothers there, man. They're tall,
Yeah,
they're strong. They would definitely make amazing basketball, soccer players. I'm telling
yeah, yeah,
you,
yeah,
once
yeah,
the wars are done, you're going to hear in the Olympics and the gold medal, Sudan, and the gold medal, Sudan, because just of how strong they look. All
yeah.
right.
No,
And then
really.
in Europe, Ukraine, France.
Oh yes,
Who, who,
blockbuster
you,
game that one.
who you giving that one to?
I think like I said on Monday's show, I think that one I'm giving to France
Mm,
because if you're Didier Deschamps
yeah,
with the group of players that you have, you shouldn't be losing games,
yeah.
especially to teams like Ukraine. No offense, I know Ukraine will be at home hosting the French, but
Mm.
the quality in the French national team, I think it's enough to bulldoze. If not bulldoze, then at least get the win against this Ukrainian side.
And then your boy Christina, your boy Cristiano is playing Armenia, playing Armenia.
Yeah.
And obviously, Armenia, I'm sure this country only has one drunkard. Like, it's so small. I'm sure when you sneeze, even the next country gets the flu. So, Cristiano Ronaldo is going to go ahead and stat pad again, just so that he can say he scored the most goals, even against Armenia. I will laugh if he doesn't even score against Armenia, But anyway, what is Armenia's rank? Hey, Tibo?
I'm not particularly sure about Armenia's rank, but what I do know is that Portugal will need to get the job done against this Armenia side. And excuse me, the Portugal faithful will be looking for a positive result, which will be building up to the 2026 World Cup, where
Mm.
Portugal will challenge for top honors.
Top honors. I don't
Yes.
believe that. And I know while you say it, you also don't believe it. If the basically the team has good names because Portugal League is a league that is spoken about a lot, and the Portugal players are representing some of the big teams either in England, Spain, or German, but they're not
Look,
a team, dog. They're not a team.
they're not
So
a team. They're not
they're
a
not.
team. They just beat Germany now. They they
Oh,
they they,
like
they beat
Slovakia just
Spain.
beat me. Like
No
Slovakia just
no
beat
no
me.
no no no. Hang on a second. They just beat um a Spain team. You know that the Spanish were hoping if they had won that Nations League final, then
Yeah.
Lamine Yamal would have been in contention for the Ballon d'Or had he had beat Cristiano Ronaldo's Portugal side. So now that Portugal beat Spain, it doesn't count for anything anymore.
Armenia. Anyway, we'll leave that at Armenia. And then another
Yes.
one where the owners of football in England, they are playing Andorra. Ki Ingli
Oh yeah.
Andorra. Andorra, like really, like Kari, there was a time the Queen was just so what you call giving and started saying, let's give away countries. Tibo, what do you want? Let's name it Andorra. Go, go, go. What do you want, Shahid? Ah, let's name yours Armenia. Go, go, go. Like, really? How many people in Andorra? Actually, I'm going to Google it now just so I can see how many people were trying to get into this soccer team in Andorra. Like,
Look,
Andorra.
look,
Do you
look,
even know? Yeah?
look. All I will say to you, ne, is that when England are playing, then you must know that it's coming home.
It's coming home. Look, population of Andorra is not even the full soccer city.
Okay,
Soccer city takes how many people?
I think it's what 99,000,
90,000.
ninety
Yeah?
thousand. Oh, okay.
Andorra has 81,934 according to the 2024 what you call this thing census. Hmm?
Europe is made up of small countries. Where are we going with this?
So what I'm
In-
saying is Andorra, who probably don't even make as much money as Bloemfontein as a province. Probably they're smaller than Bloemfontein even. And you know how small Bloemfontein is. Really.
yeah.
So they are so England is going to play against Siwelele, basically. And Portugal is playing against Armenia. Let me
Hmm.
see Armenia, Leon. Like really, come on, come on, Armenia. Has got how many people? Leon Angie, I'm sure to be such a small figure. I'll tell you now. Armenia has. Just give me a second. Just scanning, just scanning, just scanning. How many people? How many people? Does it even? It has 3 million. Oh, dude.
At the end of the
Imagine.
day, at the end of the day, these European nations have to play these games, whether you
Yeah,
like it or not. These European teams have to play these games, and when they play these games, they need to get positive results. They need to get wins so that they can uh, um, assist them in qualifying for the major tournaments, be it
that's why they're
Euro.
scoring 100 goals, 1,000 goals. I mean, that's why.
Who's scoring 100 goals? Who's scoring 1,000 goals?
Stat padding. Anyway, let's leave it. Turkey plays Spain.
That's
Turkey
a game
plays
to
Spain
see.
on Sunday.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes. I
that should
think
be a good game.
I think that will be a real test for the Turkish national side. If
Mm-hmm.
you take into account since the last Euro competition where Spain won the competition, I think the Turkey side have been growing in leaps and bounds. This will be a great challenge for the Spanish national team, but they have enough quality to at least get a draw away to this Turkey side. But I think Turkey have really a danger man in the likes of Arda Güler. I think
Yeah.
this boy, this season in particular, he's developed into somewhat of a monster. Obviously, it's
Mm.
still early days, but I think this will be a blockbuster game for the neutral.
Hey, I just hope Arda Kula can live up to the hopes that you have, man. You sound like Morpheus in the Matrix when he met Neo. But hey, you
Yo,
know,
bro, you
well,
gotta stop hating, hey. Hey, you gotta stop hating, man. Yo. Hey, you gotta
but
stop hating, bro.
we'll see as
Yeah,
he develops this year and
yeah.
how what you call this thing what's his name? How he uses them,
I mean, there's a lot of
Alonso.
quality in there. I mean, in the back line, they have Soyongchu. In the midfield, they have Hakan Chananoglu. They have Arda Güler. There's a lot of quality in there. I don't want to lie to you. Maybe they haven't been playing at a higher level, and I'm talking about the members of the first 11, because if
Yeah.
you just go back and check, you will find that these are players who participate a lot in like the Europa League, participate a lot in the Conference League. So I don't think most of them have been having or experiencing a lot of Champions League football. So
Mm,
these games will definitely assist them, you know, to maybe be able to gauge where they are and how much more they need to do.
okay. And then Nigeria, who we are competing with in the same group, I think for the AFCON qualifiers, is playing
Yes,
Rwanda. So
yes.
hopefully they get a bad result tomorrow, so that when they play against us, then we are able to, also get a positive result and really make them then null and void in terms of trying to qualify with us.
Yeah, definitely. But I think Rwanda will be very wary of the Super Eagles as
Mm-hmm.
they will be away, and Nigeria are a real tough cookie. I don't think when they are going at full tilt, anybody actually wants to face them. So for me personally, I think uh, Nigeria have everything to get a more positive result from this game. I think Rwanda have all the work to do just to get a draw. But it's all left to be seen. I think, excuse me, Nigeria have also been on a somewhat good run, so I anticipate them to get the job done at least at home against this Rwanda side.
I'm like 1-1. That's my
Okay,
prediction. And then
okay.
what's your prediction for Portugal, Armenia? Ronaldo
It'll be
cameo. Portugal
it,
too strong, huh?
it'll be a
Ronaldo,
Portugal win. It'll be a
Ronaldo
Portugal
hat
win.
trick.
Yes, it'll be a
Four
Portugal win.
headers,
It will be
four
a
headers.
Portugal win.
Okay. And then Andorra versus the home of soccer. Is it a Kane hat trick that's loading?
It should be because on paper at least this should be a very easy game for the three lions. This should be an easy
Yeah.
game for the three lions, definitely.
Let's see how Eze plays. Let's see how Gay plays after now missing out on a move to Liverpool. Will he be
Hmm.
depressed, or will he try play as hard to show Liverpool what they missed out on? We shall see. Sadio Mane and his Senegalese versus Sudan. I think that should inspire a comfortable win. Thoughts?
No, definitely. Plus, Sadio Mane's side, I think they've added more quality. Um, I think they'll be expecting to get the win because they'll also be playing at home. So
Mhm.
I think everything in this regard will actually be pointing to a comfortable win for Senegal.
So wait, let's see. Props of the week. I want you to choose one out of these three.
Oh, okay. It's that
Props
time.
of the week. And to the guys that are watching, this is a segment where we just select what stood out for the week. So you could also help us choose the best moment during this week when football was playing internationally. Was it Messi's farewell magic? Was it James Rodriguez, playmaker supreme? Or was it Ancelotti's Brazil becoming efficient and ruthless? Thibaut, your side?
Well, again, I think Carlo Ancelotti's Brazil side will be happy with the recent results.
Mm-hmm.
The man has presided over three games, and from those three games, they managed to get three clean sheets and they've managed to get three wins. So I think they'll be happy with the direction that they're on right now. James Rodriguez, in terms of what he's been doing for Colombia, I think the last 2 or 3 years, he's really been firing on all cylinders, and he's been really producing the goods in the most crucial moments. So I think they'll be very happy with the trajectory and the
Uh,
slipstream that
to,
they
to,
actually
to,
find
to, to the
themselves in.
viewers, can you see how he's going around the bush? He doesn't want to say Messi's farewell magic is the prop of the week. Like, where are you going with this, Tibo? Like, which one are you
I'm trying to
selecting?
give, but I'm trying to give everyone their props. I think there are positives to take from everyone, from
But
the two
your
others that
duty,
you've mentioned.
no, the fact that they are nominees in the props of the week, it means we are giving them their props. But all you gotta do is choose the prop of the prop.
It's definitely going to Lionel Messi for the magic.
Oh man, I need to record this so I can show it to one day, show it to people, just take it everywhere. All right, prop of the week going to Messi. Who wanna argue with Thibaut? Who would wanna argue with Thibaut? You know. So
Yeah.
so
Hey.
flop of the week. Flop of the
Yes.
week. So
Yes.
obviously, is it Germany? What you call losing badly against Slovakia? Is it Paraguay and Ecuador boring match, or is it Liverpool not being able to sign Gay?
Okay, I feel like this one will definitely go to Germany.
Yeah,
It really was it didn't look good, hey.
yeah.
Nothing from this Germany team, screams out conviction, screams out that they have a plan, screams out that the players know what they need to do on the pitch. I saw Antonio Rudiger getting turned inside out. It really left a lot to be desired. So this is the
That's
flop
why
of the week.
Antonio Rudiger does not know how to defend. He just knows how to kick. I'm sure you know that, Thibaut. Like, why are you acting
Has
all
he?
surprised?
Let me tell you what I know. Antonio Rudiger has two more Champions League than any player in the Barca team right now. That's what I know. I don't know about you. I don't know if you knew that. Did you know that? You
Bruh,
probably didn't.
it's like, a millipede comparing that he's got two more feet than another. Dude, we've already got a lot of
Yeah,
feet, but
bro,
some
stop being a hater.
and some people win by, association. It's like, bruh, if I was in the car and we
Again,
we picked up some money, it's our money, right? And I'm now by
again,
association, or
again,
if we are in your car and they're arresting you thinking you're a criminal, and we also go down by association, I'm arrested. So there you
again,
go. It can happen great in a good way
again,
or a bad way.
again. I will say this again. We are not talking about Victor Valdez. We're not talking about a passenger princess who's just there to ride the coattails of the real winners in the team, okay?
Mm, well, I'll take your flop of the week as Germany. I agree. I didn't get to watch the match, to be honest, but when I
Hmm.
looked at the highlights, I also saw Rudiger just being dragged by the fans because of just his dismal display. But it was a surprise to see it at 2-0. Like, come on, what's going on in Germany? But what I like about football now, that the countries are getting equal in terms of money, what's happening is that, it's an equalizer. Because football is
Hmm.
one of those games that are supposed to equalize, whether you're from the rich or from the poor, we can play in the field, and our skill
Yes,
is what determines. It doesn't matter, whether
yes,
you're the kid from a PlayStation house or you're the kid from a TV game house. When we're
yes,
on the field, we will see who's the real
yes.
player. So, but we shall see with those countries. So, seeing a team like Slovakia just beating Germany is like really nice to say, because
It's very
sometimes
refreshing.
you
It's very
find some
refreshing.
of those people born in Slovakia playing for the German team. Just
Hmm.
like you find Lamine, instead of playing for Morocco, he's playing for Spain.
Yes,
You find like a Rashford, instead of playing for Jamaica, or the West Indies, he's playing for England. Even Raheem Sterling wasted his whole life playing for a team that was going to just move him aside once he's old.
yeah,
So
I completely agree.
because look at like your Sadio Mane. He's playing for his country, bruh. He's loaded in his country. He's loved.
Hmm.
And I think that's what we are reminded about every time we go into the national break. Just that country pride, that patriotism. You see
Yes,
it in your people like your Cristiano Ronaldo, how much he loves his country. You see it like in your Messi. Messi had an opportunity like Lamine. Basically, he could have played for Spain, Messi. But he was just so adamant that no, I know I came here while I was still like a young baby at 11, but I still want to play, for my country. Even when you would look at the difference in the squads back in the day when Argentina was losing badly, but Spain was winning, he could have just chosen a free World Cup. He could have chosen a free World Cup. So it's not a messy prop, but it's just to say, you know what, going ahead and playing for your country, you sometimes just get more love than playing for just those big countries that they know that they've got a conveyor belt of talent coming in every
yes.
month. Understand? So you
But
go,
also,
yeah,
but also we need to take into account sometimes, it's not as cut and dry as what it seems. Sometimes other people they leave their homelands for, varying reasons. Could be civil war, it could
yeah,
be diseases and famine. It could be so many different things, you see. But
yeah.
I particularly understand where you are coming from.
Yeah. No, you know what? If you you came to the country there and you could never go back to your country, then yeah, you know what? I will represent anybody. I actually want to move to countries like Armenia. Come on, out of 81,000 people, out
Yeah,
of
no,
81,000 people, I could make the squad. So
you'll be there number nine.
in
You'd be
any
there number
career,
9.
no, no, no.
Yeah,
I mean, I like to be in the midfield. That's why Busquets is my favorite player, dog. I want to be in the midfield,
or
Ntwana. You
midfield
know,
general.
that's why I'm the mood engineer, dog. I
All right,
decide what the mood is. You know, I don't want to be, I
midfield
don't want to
general.
finish. I don't want to finish something that somebody
Okay,
else started. No, no, no. I want to
okay.
start. You
You
know,
want to set it up?
I
Okay.
want to start to set it up, dog. So, but the key here, dog, is that if obviously you're now playing for those other countries, you just miss the fact of being lauded by your country, you know, being a hero. Like picture Sadio Mane, little kids are watching him saying, Mara, wow, I can be like Sadio Mane.
Yep.
Drogba. Samuel Eto'o is basically a god in Cameroon, all of those
Listen,
type of things. So
they
it's
worship
it's
him.
sometimes it's like we can just ask our brothers and sisters, obviously, from a footballing perspective, to say, come back and represent your country. For now, maybe it's not going well, but you're going to open the doors for future us, the future, because we need representation. Back in the day, Ndwana, when you grew up, who did you see on TV? Van Damme. Well, or maybe when you're not as old as I am, dog. So you won't say Van Damme. You probably don't even know Van Damme.
Don't worry, I do. Don't worry, I do. Don't worry, I do. I
No.
think, as a matter of fact, I think that Jean Claude is the real action hero. Everyone else
Yeah.
leaves a lot to be desired.
So there was no representation in that sense that you wouldn't see someone you look like. You understand? So now, even for soccer and all these sports, you want these kids to actually basically see, this person from their country who even speaks their language now go overseas and make it. Then you are like, oh, I'm inspired. But anyway, I digress. I digress. That was
Hmm.
our flop and prop of the week, and also my rant of the week. So we
Right.
are obviously waiting for what you call soccer to come back in terms of obviously the leagues to come back. So we want to see what's going to happen around the streets. We've been walking around. I spoke to Papa Wawa and some other people to find out what do they think about what's going on in the soccer league within South Africa. They're just
Yes.
saying when Chiefs come back, we're gonna see them now. The real Chiefs, they'll start losing because they're playing Kukune, was currently number one. Pirates is saying, you see why we have players in the squad. It's because we are a good team. So it's just going to be quite a lot happening because right now it's just corridor talk of gossip. So can't wait to see it come back. And obviously, when we come back
Yes.
with the EPL, we're coming back with the Manchester Derby, right?
Yeah, it's going to be hectic when club football comes back. But yeah, definitely, I think this moment, in this international break, it's an opportunity for players to go back to their countries and to feel the love and to remember why they're doing it. And nothing beats being a patriot for your own country. So yeah, I think this moment we also have, a nice batch of games that we can really savor.
And then if I were to say to you, bench, sell, and start,
Hmm.
Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo, R9.
R9.
Mm.
R9.
Mm-hmm.
No, man, that's really unfair, hey? That's really
Mm-hmm.
unfair. So what I would do is I would sell Lionel Messi, and
Wow.
I'll give
Oh,
you my reasons. And I'll give you
because you
my
want a
reasons.
billion, right? Because you
No,
want a
no, no,
billion.
no, 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 no. I'll give you my reasons, right? Lionel Messi, I basically need. I don't want to say a star-studded supporting cast, but I basically need, a set-in-stone supporting cast for Lionel Messi. I'll have
Mm,
Cristiano Ronaldo on the bench because Cristiano Ronaldo, if you put him on the pitch, he will decide the game whether you like
mm,
it or not. And R9 really is for me the benchmark.
yeah.
There's an interview that I saw that Marco Materazzi did with Rio Ferdinand, And
Yeah.
what he said was that Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo were R9 together.
Mm.
So
Hmm.
R9 is everything. R9 for me is the tip of the spear. You know,
I know
uh,
how much you love him. That's why I wanted to see if your infatuation with Christina Aguilera, or I mean CR7,
Stop
if
being a
it
hater, bro. Stop being a hater.
if it's warranted. But anyway, to all our viewers, man, it's been an amazing session. Obviously, a shorter one because we are currently also in international break. Even
Yes,
people who talk a lot like us do take a break too. But that is our episode 3. We've honored Messi. We've debated Brazil. We've looked ahead at the qualifiers, and we've kept it proudly local, Thibaut.
yes, sir. Definitely. I think this week, we have a lot more games, to cover. I think there's a lot more fireworks that are gonna come over this weekend and next week during this international break. So I think it's there for us as the neutral to just enjoy and be patriotic if our teams are going out there to represent us.
I, as he said it, support the teams, keep arguing, keep loving the game, and remember, it's not personal, it's passion. Let's watch the
And
box tomorrow. Let's watch the box tomorrow. Until next time, let's argue.
let's argue. Yeah, sure.
Check you, dog.